Good day, everybody. Good day. Good day. Welcome. Welcome. It is Thursday. This week has gone by like that. Talk about quick. Talk about quick. Talk about quickening. It's been quick. Good day, Sekou. Good day. Good day. Yes, we're in our quickening series. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All right. So let's get into it. I just want to kind of recap a little bit what we've been talking about this week with quickening. Good day, mommy. Good day. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. So we've been talking about quickening. And so we started off with just a definition, right? Quickening is awakening to the full consciousness of who we are in the sight of God, the creator, the universe, all that is. Yes? And then we talked about, I think my favorite this week so far has been about procrastination, right? And that when we are procrastinating, we are in the consciousness of delay. We're in the consciousness of delay, Tim, right? Nan, yes, I see you all joining in. And yesterday we talked about all in, about being all in. We can't be half asleep. We can't be half awake. We got to be in the full consciousness, right? The inflow requires an outflow. And we are the outlet for the divine. We are the outlet for spirit, right? And when we talk about all in, we're talking about from inspiration to action, and not just any action. I want to be clear about this. It's inspired action. Inspired action. You are an inspiration, and from that inspiration, that is where you act from. Yes? That's why our incantations are so powerful when we power them up, right? We have to give it the power. We have to give it that electricity, right? So inspired into inspiration into inspired action. And the other piece of being all in is moving from contemplation to accomplishment. Some of us stay in contemplation just a tiny bit too long, just a tiny bit too long. And so we're moving from the invisible, like we could meditate and go within, right? We could go within into that invisible realm that resides within us. But at some point, we got to come out, right? We got to come out to the visible, right? We have to move from just thinking to fulfillment. Yes? And it's a process. It's a process that we go through. And then the other piece of all in is from prayer to performance. Prayer is powerful. And prayer is even more powerful when we take our prayer and we do something, right? We're not waiting. We are in the inspired action. We are in the performance. We are in that which generates. Prayer generates. Yes, it's a realization. Yes, it generates into a distribution. It generates to distribution. Yes? Okay. So today we're going to talk about, I don't even know how I want to put this, but today is, yesterday was all in. Yesterday was all in. Today is come out. Come out. We were in. Now it's time to come out, right? So the all in transforms into the coming out, right? And that's all part of quickening. It's all part of quickening. So I want to share 7 signs of quickening. And this is from Victor Otto. So if y'all want to look him up, you can look him up, Victor Otto. And he has 7 signs of quickening. So sign number 1, evolution of you. There is an evolution of you, right? The speed at which you are coming into new knowledge is increasing, is accelerating, right? And we know that famous quote, you have to know thyself, know thyself. And we are knowing ourselves in such a accelerated rate. We know that something is happening, something is percolating, right? It could be a quickening. It could be a quickening. 2, You may feel unsteady. And I shared a couple of days ago how I've been feeling a little like, whoa, am I seeing through the matrix? What is happening now? Feeling like you're on another dimension or something. You might be feeling a little unsteady. Your sleep pattern might be off. Like you might just wake up with all these ideas, right? You might be dreaming more and having very, very symbolic dreams. So those are things we want to pay attention to. If you're waking up in the middle of the night and your thoughts are just like, bam, girl, here, 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 write it down. You want to capture it. Because if you wait until you really wake up, it just might go back into the invisible realm. That's why it's important to capture the invisible into the visible. Yes? And then our dreams, write down your dreams. Our dreams are full of information, full of information. And you can take your dream into contemplation and see what is seeking to be revealed. See what is seeking to be revealed. It's information. Our dreams are information. Okay? And we're processing data. There's a lot of things being thrown at us. And so we're processing data quicker, right? 3, we are recognizing that there's an increase in non-physical support. You might be feeling more so than you usually do the sense of the presence, right? The sense of the presence. You might be feeling like your spiritual guardians are with you, right? And they're always with us. But for some reason, now you might be actually feeling their presence, your spiritual guardians, your ancestors. I know sometimes I feel the spirit, the essence of my ancestors with me. So you might be feeling more of that. The spiritual realm is heightened, right? And that might also seep into your dreams, and that might also seep into you waking up in the middle of the night. Sometimes I think my great grandmother wakes me up. Like I really do, because I'm named after my great grandmother, Melissa. And so sometimes I think she wakes me up. When I wake up with these downloads, sometimes I'm like, okay, great grandma, this is from you. This is from you. So pay attention to signs, pay attention to things that appear to just happen out of the blue. It ain't happening out of the blue, right? We are being supported. We are being supported. Number 4, you might be feeling very excited, right? You might be feeling extra excited, right? And don't get the feeling of excitement confused with overwhelmed. Sometimes we go straight to, oh, I feel overwhelmed. It might not be overwhelmed. It could be excitement. It could be excitement. So don't be so quick to label it, right? Just kind of like go with it and see where it leads you to. Someone said, I can't recall who it was. It might have been in our 30-day mental diet class. Someone said they don't feel overwhelmed. They feel overwired, right? So what are you plugged into? If you're feeling overwhelmed or overwired, you might want to investigate what you are plugging into, right? All right. Number 5, there's a transformation of core limiting beliefs. So some core limiting beliefs are being healed. You're in the revelation of the healing. Things that you've been holding on to for most of your life, you are able to release, surrender, forgive, and move forward. Yes? Some blocks may be unblocked. Some obstacles have fallen away. Yes? Because within you, you're getting clearer. You're creating the space. You're creating the space for more to come in, for more to reveal itself through you. 6, you might be attracting different people to you, people who are reflecting back to you where you are now. Yes? People who are vibrating at your frequency. more and more and more, you find yourself with higher consciousness people, and it's no judgment about that. No judgment about that, right? Sometimes we find ourselves based on where we are, where our frequency is. We could look around and we find ourselves in a party with people who might be vibrating at a consciousness of victim, right? Or a consciousness of complaint, or a consciousness of gossip, right? Or a consciousness of woe is me, or at a consciousness that all is well, in a consciousness that all things are working together for my highest good, of a consciousness of, oh, something good must be coming if that happened, right? So look around, see who's in your environment, right? And you might find that some folks may need to fall back, right? Because you're moving forward. You're moving forward. And it's all good. It's all good. So there might be a shift in relationships. And sometimes we have a tendency to want to hold on to that which we need to let go. And sometimes we want to hold on to people that we may need to let go. Let go, right? Develop a different type of relationship. Yes? All right. And then number 7, we become inspired with new ideas. Opportunities appear. They just are like, oh, shoot, I just said this and now this opportunity happened, right? So opportunities start to manifest quicker. Urge, there might be an urge to clean up, to clear out, to unclutter, right? To let go of old stuff, to let go of that which has served us well, to be in gratitude about all of it and to let it go. Okay, so those are the 7 signs, and there are more. Those are the 7 signs of quickening to be on the lookout for. And you might not have all 7 at the same time, right? You might be in the stage of let's say waking up, right? Waking up in the middle of the night and having all of these ideas percolating. Or you might be in a stage of clearing out, right? So just pay attention. Pay attention to what is going on in your life. Yes? So I want to ground this in something more about quickening. And yesterday, when we talked about all in, I want to anchor that with coming out. Come out. Come out. Right? So we know that quickening is the inflow of divine vitality, right? It's the blossoming of new life. Oh, blossoming of new life. Quickening can be considered the blossoming, something new is seeking expression through you, right? So a great example of this is a Christian example, right? And so we know that Jesus was raised from the dead, he was resurrected. And we also know that Jesus raised others from the dead, right? The famous one that most people are familiar with is Lazarus, right? That Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead after 4 days. And I just want to read something from the Bible. So they took away the stone. This is in John 11:41, 42, and 43. So they took the stone away. Then Jesus looked up and said, Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me. When he had said this, Jesus called in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. The dead man came out, his hands and feet wrapped with strips of linen and a cloth around his face. Jesus said, Lazarus, come out. But before he said that, he prayed. he got into the consciousness of one, right? He was in communication and communion with Mother, Father, God, the divine, right? So when we talked about being all in, and I said that we are going to move from prayer to performance, Jesus moved from prayer to performance. He said he didn't do all that. He was doing it for the benefit of the people who were there, right? So that they may believe, right? So that they could see the evidence. Yes? So prayer to performance, right? He said in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. Lazarus, come out. He could have whispered it, Lazarus, come out. Lazarus still would have came out. Lazarus still would have came out. But there was a prayer to performance, yes? So that people can witness the quickening that was happening. They could witness the quickening that was happening right before their very eyes. And Jesus wanted to demonstrate that you have to have the connection. You have to be in the oneness of God, of the Creator. Yes, there is no disconnect. There is no separation. God and I are one. God and I are one. And from that knowingness, quickening happens. Quickening happens. Yes? And so I won't go into the metaphysical meaning behind Lazarus raising from the dead. You know, it's about consciousness. It's about waking up. It's about living and shifting from the plane of illusion to the plane of reality with a capital R. That's a whole nother series, y'all. That's a whole nother series. And I'm just giving you a sip right now. Just a sip. But it's time for us to come out. It's time for us to come out. Do you hear the call? Jesus called to Lazarus. Lazarus, come out. And what did Lazarus do? Lazarus got up, woke up, and came out. So what is calling to you? What are you ready to step into? This new life that is seeking to blossom through you. That inflow of divine vitality that is calling your name. Yes, that is seeking to quicken in your life. Oh, it's wonderful, y'all. It's wonderful. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. Do your spiritual practice. Ground yourself in that which you are grounded in, that which is holding us up, the divine, the universal energy, the good stuff, the architect, whatever you want to call it. We are not alone, y'all. We have so many resources that are seeking to be given to us. And too many times we close our eyes and we go back to sleep. Too many times we play dead, right? God can only do for us what God can do through us. So we are all in, and now it's time to come out. It's time to come out. All right, y'all. So that's where we are. We got one more day for the Quickening series, one more day. And so tomorrow I'm going to answer some questions. Nan had one yesterday about the distinction between spirit and soul. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that tomorrow. And that's embedded in the creative process, spirit, soul, body. Yes? So I'll talk about that tomorrow. If there are any other questions, please put them in the comments and I will address it tomorrow. All right, y'all. So I'm coming out. You know that Diana Ross song, right? That might be my Sunday and praise song. I'm coming out. Yes, I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. Yes, 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 yes. All right, y'all. So I am Rev Melissa. I am an interfaith minister. I am a religious science practitioner, and I am a purpose coach, and that is my ministry of joy. That triune, those three things, right? Father, Mother, God, yes? My triune of ministry where I support people in living life in joy, connected to their yes. Oh, yes, oh, yes. So if this quickening series is resonating with you, consider stepping into the law of circulation without further delay. Don't procrastinate on your giving, y'all. Don't procrastinate on the giving. So you can do so by giving at Cash App or Venmo at iamrevmelissa. And I would just thank you so much. I appreciate your giving and I appreciate your generosity. All right, y'all. So we are living life in joy, connected to our yes. All right, it's time for some joy news. It is time for some joy news. So I don't know if you saw it yesterday, but Living Life in Joy was off the hook. Yes, it was. We had a good time with Ty Stevens. Amazing, amazing, amazing singer, songwriter. We showed one of his videos, Power of Change. He has a live concert happening this Saturday at 8:30. I posted it on my page at iamrevmelissa. So let's support the artists. They have been so impacted by the pandemic. So let's support the artists. Let's support art in any way that we can. So Ty Stevens he was giving it to us. Yes, he was. And we had a great conversation about joy, about joy. All right. Just a reminder, this Saturday I'll be dropping a new episode in the Sacred series on my podcast. So you want to check that out. The next episode, I think, is Sacred Relationships. Sacred Relationships. That's a good one. The Sacred series, out of the Sacred series, another series was born, which was Sacred Partnerships, Spiritual Partnerships. So that's next after I finish up the Sacred series. So stay tuned. You can find the podcast on Spotify and other podcast platforms. All right. And then Saturday, we are meditating with the moon at 4 a.m. Meditating with the moon at 4 a.m. So please register. The information is up. It's an Eventbrite. It's also on my page. Please register for the Zoom link. That's the only way that you can participate. It will not be on New Thought Media Network. It will not be on YouTube. It will not be on my page. It's only on Zoom. I don't record it. It is our sacred time together. So I say you got to be in the room where it happens. Yes, you got to be in the room where it happens. So 4 a.m. And then lastly, I just want to give you another update. We are holding steady in the overflow, and holding steady in the overflow means that more flow is coming, right? So we are at 11, y'all. We're at 11 children's size hero hoodies. Our goal was 10, and we knocked that out of the park in 48 hours? Because the Congregation of Joy don't play. We ain't procrastinators. No, we get it done. We get it done. We're all in. We're all in. So thank you again. I want to hold on. Oh, I hope I can remember off the top of my head. Simone and Nan, Vanessa. Oh, help me, Sekou. Help me. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. So everyone who has given, I just want to thank you so much for giving. Oh, you know what? Of course I have it. I'm tripping. Here we go. I want to thank Simone, who did 4, Nan, who did 2, and Vanessa, who did 2. So they doubled down, right? They gave everything. They did a go-go, which was a give one. And Simone did that twice. So they gave both hero hoodies to the Hero Hoodie Movement. I also want to thank Devon and my girls who gave two. And so we know that we are focusing on the Hero Hoodie movement is focusing on women's shelters in March and going to 3 cities next month, which is just awesome. It's awesome. So it will Hero Hoodies will be in Memphis, in Louisville, and in Walls, Mississippi. There's the grid. Thank you, producer. There's the grid. That's where we're going. And just know that a child will have the gift of that beautiful Hero Hoodie on them, and they could look at themselves and see that reflected back at them, right? Regardless of their situation or their condition, right? And that a mother can do that for their child, can give them a brand new Hero Hoodie. Yes. So thank you, Congregation of Joy. If you still want to give, Stacy. Thank you, Stacy. I didn't say Vanessa and Vanessa. I thought I said everybody, but I missed Stacy. All right. So are we at 12? No, we're still at 11. Okay. All right. All right. So we will be at 12. All right. So someone here in the Congregation of Joy, either now or in the replay, is number 12. And you know who you are. You know who you are. You want to be counted in the number. Yes. So Congregation of Joy, 12 is coming. Yes, it is, Sekou. 12 is coming. So you can participate by going to giveherohoodies.com, and all of the information that you need to purchase is right there. So thank you in advance for supporting this incredible, incredible movement. All right. I think that's it for that. Yes. So donate to New Thought Media Network so that we can continue to do wonderful broadcasting. You can go to their website, ntmedia.org. Just click the donate button and you can give there. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, right? And we're going to wrap up the Quickening series, and we're going to answer questions. If man is the only question, then that will be the question that we spend a little bit of time on. Okay? All right, y'all. So peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.